Hello, I'm Vistabuntu, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play series of the Technic SSP mod pack for Minecraft 1.2.5. We have been trying to make a Taint infection here for a couple episodes now, because that would allow us to research more tainted discoveries, and unfortunately it's taken quite a while. As you can see though, we finally have a taint level in the atmosphere of about 4,400, 4,500. And the V is nearly half of that at this point. So at the end of last episode, we had basically just passed the level of V in the atmosphere, and then the level of V overtook the taint again. So between episodes, I did some work on that and figured some things out too. Basically, it seems that the adjacent chunks are basically the taint level and V level in the aura here is able to kind of seep into the neighboring chunks somewhat, and so if I go to this one next to it, it has a reasonably high taint level but also quite a high V level, even though it hasn't really been used for anything, whereas this one, which has been used pretty heavily, as you can see, it now has a really high taint level. But the reason why the V level stayed so high for so long and why it's now not doing that, I'm pretty sure it's because my approach here was pretty flawed. So basically, having this pulling V from the aura is good for reducing that number. And unfortunately though, if you have something like, if you have a crucible that you're like melting stuff down in to get V and taint, and your intention is to make a taint infection and not increase the V in the aura, well, if you're melting things down and then you're breaking the crucible to empty it when it gets full of stuff, well, everything that was in it, including all the V, is going directly into the aura. And I thought that more of it would be wasted, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to be the case. So lots of V kept getting pushed back into the aura every time that I would do that. And yeah, so instead I have figured out that just by letting it overflow, like not breaking it ever and just letting it overflow, it slowly ends up running out of V and accumulating only taint in the crucible. And everything that overflows, even before that point, everything that overflows goes towards the taint level in the aura and not the V level. So as you can see now, the taint level is really high, the V level is below 2,500 finally. So once the taint level passes 5,000, I think that's when it's going to start a taint infection here. And I'm not certain, but I think that's the threshold. It might be 7,500, but I think that's a bit high. Not saying we wouldn't be able to get there, but yeah. So other things that I did here, I reorganized this because having this exclusively for overflowing and accumulating taint was my goal there. This one is more as a backup if I need V for anything that I'm making in the arcane infuser here, because it will cook all the taint out, pump most of it into the atmosphere and leave just V in the line, which can then be used here. But for the most part, everything will just get thrown in here. And speaking of which, I let a bunch of stuff cook and also got a bunch of wheat and seeds between episodes while I was working on this. And I was waiting until this episode to cook it all down. So let's see how high we can get the taint charge with all of this stuff. Especially the wheat. This stuff, 4 smelting value each, and I had like 5 stacks of that, plus 4 smelting value from each seed, and I had like a stack of that. So that's gonna be quite a lot. So this will cook for quite a while. I don't know if the taint charge is gonna go up, but the taint level itself is just definitely going up. This here, the reason why I separated this and put like another tank over there and everything is because the V condenser, which pulls the V from the aura, it's pure V, but it seems that it doesn't actually do anything if the line that it's like trying to put the V into is full. And I mean, that makes sense if you think about it. So having that line connect to a tank that has capacity to just have the V accumulate over time, that lets it continue working at full capacity. And that also, having the thalmic furnace constantly running, even if it's just cooking cobblestone into stone, having it constantly running is also pulling V from that system. And also having it constantly running increases the taint charge in the aura just by having the machine active. So that is increasing taint charge. This is removing V from the aura. This is increasing taint in the aura directly. And I think that's about it for how this is all operating. So this is going to cook for quite a while. Let's go back to base, and I can point something else out that I realized between episodes. Okay. So back at base here, and I will show you what I figured out. So aside from this awesome display of brains in jars, which we'll get to in a minute, the nice, that turned grass. What I figured out is that using the crystal wing breaks this. It doesn't break the redstone. It doesn't break the block breakers. They all work fine. It breaks lava. For some reason, the lava just doesn't move. And even if I put a block next to the lava in front of the breaker and break it or have it collected by the breaker, it doesn't trigger the lava to actually move, to spread or anything. I've removed the lava and put it back, and it started working again. If I wait long enough, like a couple minutes sometimes, it starts working again. But what I did was I tried to maybe see if having a tree here, a sapling rather, yeah, there it goes, like a minute after I came here. And so if I'm constantly traveling back and forth and that thing isn't active until I get like within range of it and wait long enough for it to activate, that's why it wasn't working. But if I don't use the crystal wing, if I use the Mistcraft transportation only, it seems that this still functions. And it has nothing to do with that, apparently. So like, I don't know what's going on with it. But the reason that I put the sapling there was to see if maybe having that, like, forcing ticks on this chunk or something, despite having a teleport tether trying to keep the chunk loaded, it might not have like been active in a certain sense that would cause it to spread lava. But I guess that's not functioning properly, so this is just aesthetics at this point, and yeah, so that's going to stay that way. I kind of like it. But yeah, now it's actually doing something and accumulating pretty quickly. Those two chests should be completely full if it was functioning properly all the time, but they're not, so that's disappointing. Now that I figured out what was going on, at least somewhat, I can keep an eye on it. What am I cooking here? Is it done? Yeah, so I went to, did a little bit of mining, and I'll get back to that in a minute. But first, I'm going to turn this off. I haven't gotten around to actually putting some kind of redstone system on it yet to like have a switch and an automatic off from the thing above. The switch would be important because if I want this to run on its own anyway, if I'm trying to smelt something, despite the top thing being full, I would want a switch on there to allow it to still force it to stay on. But unfortunately, I haven't figured that out yet, or bothered to really try figuring it out. Anyway, so brains in jars. There's 33 brains in jars here. That took quite a lot of soul sand. 3 times... 33 of these times 5 of the soul fragments for each brain in jar. Or, sorry, 5 of the soul sand to make those soul fragments, and 1 soul fragment per jar. So it was 165 soul fragments, like 2.5 stacks, of the soul sand. Jeez, I'm mixing those two words up. Sorry, kind of like out of it today. But yeah. So 33 brains in jars, totally replacing all the bookshelves. And the reason why they're important is because, I mean, you can go above your maximum that you normally have in enchanting. You see here, level 57 for this enchantment. I'm not going to bother trying to get 3100 V to figure out what this enchantment is and lose 57 levels in the process, possibly. But that kind of thing is possible now with just a Thaumic enchanter. The occultic enchanter, which is yet to be discovered, or yeah, we're going to work on that. But the occultic enchanter is the next level up. It's the top tier one, which lets you actually see what the enchantments are and pick which ones you want, which is pretty OP. But the costs for each thing then are higher, and there's also upgrades for the occultic enchanter, which we'll work on getting. And even beyond all of that, using a Thaumcraft weapon or tool in here gets even higher enchantment levels. It's just totally OP. Yeah, that's nuts. So I'm super excited to get to that point, but by the time we get there, we'll probably also have some pretty cool stuff from like the Eldritch path, or the Forbidden path. So let me take a quick look at my notes on some of the things that we have possibly to research. Tainted knowledge, I was hoping to be able to research further at this point, but we can't do that yet. So unfortunately, what we have to work on is Eldritch knowledge and Forbidden knowledge. The Forbidden knowledge, I think, is pretty much already discovered for the most part, up to the point where we need to get the occultic enchanter. So we can focus on Eldritch knowledge instead and get contained emptiness, I think, which is used as an upgrade for the occultic enchanter. There's also in the Eldritch knowledge path the Void Crusher and Void Cutter, which are really pretty OP tools. And then under Lost knowledge, once you've got those two, the Elemental Crusher and Elemental Cutter are totally OP, and they can be totally enchanted at levels way above vanilla Minecraft using this kind of stuff. So basically the game will be totally broken in a few episodes if all goes well. So let's see how much cobblestone we have here. Not that I actually need much more cobblestone, but it should be, yeah, it's accumulating pretty quickly now. So I kind of want to hang out over in this area for a bit before moving on. Let's collect all this stuff first, just because we're here. I normally wouldn't bother with these things, but since we're trying to make a Taint infection, and this gives us lots of V and Taint, it has my attention. Okay, so we have what going on up here? So nothing there, and okay, so I'll just get that out of the way, and let's see, no cobblestone, so I'll just, well, wait a sec, actually. We have very little Eldritch or Forbidden knowledge, so to research more of those, actually, so all my brains and jars are down here, and this thing currently doesn't have any reason to actually be here except if I need to enchant something. So I can move one of these Kaizatoms down here on where this is, and it gets the full advantage of all of these brains and jars. And I might be able to just, you know, research some tortuous discovery at that point. So let's take a look. I'm actually pretty excited to see how OP this 33 brain in a jar thing goes. It seems I still need something there to place it against, which is silly, but okay. So we have paper, check, and without any boosting cobblestone or anything, let's see what chance cobblestone has. 53% and 1 and 0. So yeah, that's terrible. But so I'm going to do a comparison actually between this one and that one using... I don't need any more common stuff right now, so I'm going to do forbidden artifacts. Or not common, lost knowledge. So I'm going to do forbidden artifacts at this time. Or, well actually I've got all of these, and I think the only use of these is for research. These ones are totally useful for other things, but these here and these here I think are mostly for research. So let's just grab a stack of those. I just don't know why that's over there, but okay. Yeah, nice and neat now. Right, okay, so let's see. There's 12% chance success, 0 failure, and 75 loss. 14%, 0, and much less loss. So it's almost a third less percent loss of your stuff you're researching. And success rate is higher. And I think the loss rate, or the failure rate would be lower, except there was a 0 in the first place, so it doesn't really do anything. But since we have research value of like positive numbers here, I'm going to actually... these are actually good for smelting. So let's use... let's put this here for now, and use some V-valves, since we have them. Alright, 28% success chance, and 53% loss. Okay, that's acceptable. I'll just put the whole stack there, I guess. And we have 4 of those already. Alright, yeah, I'll just let that keep going for a bit. Get some more paper. And while we're over here, I might as well let these grow, get some more sugarcane. And these also have a smelting value of 4. And paper also has a smelting value of 4, so technically I shouldn't be breaking these down into paper at this point since I have so much paper already. I'd rather keep these to be smelted or used in research. The paper though, when combined into a book or a bookcase, they increase in value. They increase in research value and smelting value, I think, so there's that. Oh no. I mean, it still has a pretty good chance of success. What was the chance again? 14. So I'd rather boost it at least a little bit. We have more smelting, or more V-valves here, but I don't want to use all of them on just that. They might be necessary later. Whatever. Okay, so we have loads of these. Probably don't need all of them anyway because I'm going to be boosting the research. And we have a 36% 36% chance of success, 58 loss, and 0 failure. So let's boost that just a little bit. $46 and 58. What? No way. Hold on a sec. Oh, okay. So yeah, they don't decrease the loss chance. I thought it was actually making it worse, but it's not. Right. But it does help the success. Wow. I'm having terrible luck. Okay, so we have a Void Crusher theory. And it's hard, but shouldn't be an issue. So Void Crusher, I'm trying to remember exactly what it has. I know it's, you know, like a pickaxe, but I think it's also like a hammer in a lot of respects. So like breaking larger sections of the ground and also working like a shovel to quickly remove dirt, and also as a good weapon. But I'd have to double check exactly what it has. And yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna let this get us more stuff that we already have. But whatever. Cobblestone is cheap. So Void Crusher, let's get that done. 72% success. And I don't want to waste these. Wow. This is a hard one and it's at 58% success. It is awesome. These brains are no joke. You done yet? Okay, awesome. So get that out of the pool of research. Okay, to Void Ingot and Eldritch Mechanism, make a Void Crusher. Crush rock, dirt, or even stranger materials. Oh, it has knockback inherently. Okay, cool. And it can be upgraded just like any other Thalmic tool or device. So let's put these away. Whoops. These. Continue research. I'm probably going to have to make more V-valves. It's not going well. Oh my god, it's going so badly. Void Cutter. Okay. So yeah, the pool is getting really low now. But researching Void Crusher and Void Cutter will give the discoveries for the Void, or for the Elemental Crusher and Elemental Cutter from Lost Knowledge Path. And since we have loads of artifacts from that path, I could finally put them to use in actually aiding that research. So that would be nice. Cool. So Void Cutter, it's, I imagine, a sword-like weapon, but also cuts trees, and let's see. I don't even want to try pronouncing that word. So it cuts through flesh and wood with equal ease. Foes cut by the blade are left in a weakened state as it saps their strength. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's put that away too. And actually, since I'm going to be researching both of those later, let's keep them over here. What else do we have here? Void bracelets for teleporting, I think. Darkness generator, which we don't need. And we don't need that anymore, but I put it there for a reminder. Shovel of Renewal we don't need yet. Brazier of Souls. Stone Bell. Thumb Crystallizer. Okay. Right. Nice. Okay, how's this doing? Get some more cobblestone. Oh my god, it's so good. Like, this thing was completely empty for the longest time because of that stupid issue. Okay, well, since I've got so much stuff to burn, let's go back and visit the Taint area, see how it's doing, and then continue the research when we return. I'm gonna grab my crystal wing right away anyway. Man, I love Mistcraft in here. Okay, so that did cook down all the way. The Taint level in here is not quite 5,000 yet, but it's really getting close. Let's help that out a bit. Nice. Nice clean inventory. Paper, fragments. Pretty sure I'm overdoing it at this point, but I'm okay with that. The faster it's done, the better. Let's just take care of that right away, and then head back to do some more research. Cool. Alright, I'm just going to activate this. Let it do its thing for a few seconds, just to get us some more of these. There, that's better. Alright. Whoop, no. Okay. So we've got those. Cleaner inventory. I'll let that grow for a bit. How is this doing? Probably empty. Yeah, mostly. So I can use these to research, or to boost other research if I need to, and the fact that they're lost knowledge, and I will be doing lost knowledge research when I get the Void Crusher and Void Cutter made. That will be very helpful. Let's see if we get lucky with this. If we don't, then... Oh, we did, nice. Tortuous. I wouldn't call that lucky, but get that out of the pool, I guess. I can just let it sit here for a while. Well, actually, let's see how this does down here without any boosters. 5%, 8%. That's not gonna happen. Oh my god. 20 smelting value though, so I mean, that's something. Let's see. If I boost it with these, how will it do? 25%, 8%, and still high loss chance. I'm not gonna do it. Don't have enough of those. Well, I do, but I don't really want to waste them on that. So, I'm gonna hold on to this for smelting later. I'll just put it up here to remind myself. Do a little bit more research. Maybe get something better. Void chest. Okay, and that's only hard. Cool. 58%. Yeah, I'll just let that go for a while. Collect more of these. Cool. How is it doing? Nice. Void chests, which we have like 50 of, if I if I remember right. No, it might be 30, but still. So portable hole. Well, that's right. We can make portable holes. I haven't made one of those in this Let's Play because it is kind of expensive to make with ender pearls, arcane singularities, and enchanted fabric. Speaking of ender pearls, I keep forgetting, but I want to make the Ender Eyes and find a fortress and actually fight the dragon at some point soon. Because we're getting kind of to that, like, end game point in Thaumcraft 2, and I've been, like, sitting here in Equivalent Exchange 2 with, like, the ability to fly and resist fire now, and with all these charms and everything, it's just gonna be, like, a walk through the park to take care of the Ender Dragon with just focusing on one mod by itself. Like, I could probably use a flying carpet to basically do what the Swift Pulse Rendingale does and fight the Ender Dragon in the air that way, and have an army of skeletons shooting at it if I use the Wand of Bone. So, like, just using Thaumcraft 2 to fight it would be neat, and having like a separate save to fight it with just Equivalent Exchange 2 stuff, so I could fly around with this and attack it with other things, or just, you know, a bow and arrow. That'd be something fun to try. So hopefully I'll remember to do that in the next, like, several episodes. at least find a stronghold. Might find it between episodes and like just set a Mistcraft link book location there and use the hub here to get back and forth. So that'd be nice. How many cobblestone stacks do I have? Oh, it's so good. So I'm going to let Ikezutum here continue. And yeah, whatever. So we have a void chest. Yeah, I did actually right click. Okay. Put that away, because I don't need it. How many do I have? 50, yes, 50 of them, and their research value is 25. So I could absolutely be using those instead of these to research things, because 25 is no joke. Okay. Wait, actually I could use those to research the void interface, but hopefully I'll get a non-tortuous difficulty theory here. Contained emptiness, tricky, and I wasted stuff. Okay, cool. Let's see the percent chances on tricky. 32 and 5, so that's not bad at all. I'll let this go for a while. I'll even throw a piece of cobblestone to help it. Nice. Okay, and that's gone. So I guess I'll collect more of this. If I had set up an automatic book creation system separate to this, and actually automatic bookshelf creation, because all that's super easy to make, if I had done that, then I could use bookshelves which have a research value of 8 compared to books which have research value of 5, and I could use those as research boosters, but it's still a lot of sugarcane to do that. Cool, contained emptiness. That is the upgrade actually. I wasn't paying much attention when we got this, but contained emptiness is the upgrade for your, well, for a couple things, but it's especially useful for the occultic enchanter because it ignores the, basically it says it upgrades the, increases the capacity of devices or thaumic creations it's attached to, but if you're using it on the occultic enchanter, it allows the enchanter to basically ignore the capacity, the enchanting capacity of whatever tool you put in there. So normally Thaumcraft tools and devices have a much higher capacity for what enchantments can be put on them or how many, what levels they are. But you could put, for example, the much higher durability diamond tools into the occultic enchanter if it has contained emptiness and still upgrade, like put high enchantments on those just as you would onto the thaumic ones, and it would be just, it would be basically the same level of enchantments or number of enchantments but on better tools, better in regard to like more durability, for example. Okay, so let's see, I want to get rid of these things, put this away. Well, actually I'm gonna make it. Requires stone slab, portable hole. Oh, I need to make a portable hole, so that's going to be a bit of a process. So let's put it over here for now. Or, well, actually, wood crusher, wood cutter. I should make all 3 of these soon. So first I'm going to continue researching things. Check my notes quick to see actually if I'm making a mistake by trying to do that, because I might have already reached the end of the Eldritch knowledge path. No, I haven't reached the end of that, but to get to, I think, the next one, you need to research inert keystones, which are really expensive. But let's see what I have here in the Eldritch knowledge path. So we have rare and exceptional Eldritch artifacts and 33 brains in jars. So I could use these and these, research this with these boosting, and get the outcome that we need. Fingers crossed, like, I could totally be botching this and wasting loads of resources, but we'll see. Okay, so that has 36% chance success, low loss chance. Interesting. If I boost it with 2 of these, it is through the roof. Let's see the percent chance on that. 196. Wow. What's this one? 116 already with just 1. Okay, so it should succeed. I shouldn't be too worried. Oh my god, yes. And I didn't lose my artifact. That is so cool. Wow. So this is actually a moderate difficulty too, so that's going to be done in a second. So basically this will allow, it takes a ton of resources, or if you've gone into a load of Eldritch monoliths, which I have, then you have all the resources you need already. But this allows you to go into the side rooms of those, but it takes, each one of these takes all of those resources and an extract of purest magic. And the extract of purest magic requires 250 V and a V crystal and shimmerleaf. Thankfully I did find a few more crystals between episodes, so I have loads of V crystals at this point, and I could do that. Actually, let me just get that out of the way. So, let's see here. Put that away. Put that away. Because I think we're at the end of the Eldritch knowledge path. And I want to make all of these things. So, let's empty my inventory a bit. Get that out of the way. I'm not doing any more discoveries, so I don't need that. Don't need the paper here. That was going to go up here. Put these away. Okay. So, also put these away, I guess. Though, I might be mistaken, there might be, there might be more stuff in that path that I didn't notice when I was reading about it. But we'll see. So, I'll keep that there for later research. This. Let's make these two and do some more research before heading out. And then we can work on this guy. So the Void Crusher is mechanism and 2 ingot in a crafting table. The Void Cutter is the same thing, just different arrangement. And I guess there's Void Armor. I don't really want to bother with that right now. So let's make both of those before moving on. And actually, since we have these and all the brains in jars at this point, we can just, you know... Oh no, wait, the next discoveries are not Eldritch, they're just lost knowledge. So the rare artifacts here would have to be the highest ones that we could use. Still, research value 40 is pretty good, so I'll set this aside for now to use on researching those. And we have... that's Thaumium, this is voiding it, okay. 2 for each tool. So let's make these. This should be the Void Cutter. Nice. And this should be the Void Crusher. Yes. Okay. So let's try researching both of these. First seeing what the chances are. 27% and 22, if I was reading those right. So if I boost with 2 of these, it's still not perfect. Oh my god, that's crazy. 62% chance of success. No failure chance, but still like 50% chance of loss. So that's pretty rough. So we might lose both of these, but it is endgame, so it's kind of expected that that's going to be a really expensive thing. I wonder if the Eldritch ones would still be enough, because the research value 80, but they're from a different school. So they might have a penalty, but they might also still boost it. So let's see what one of them does. Oh my god, so it still boosts it really, really well, but not as well as it did in Eldritch Path. So, interesting. So we might lose that. We didn't. No, go away. Okay, so that didn't get us what we were looking for, but we got fragments of knowledge. So that's something. So let's continue, I guess. Should succeed. And it's just giving us fragments of knowledge. Oh, maybe what you boost it with has an effect on what fragments you get, but also limits what your research outcome can be. So, like, if you boost it with a lost knowledge artifact, maybe that limits the fragments to only lost knowledge. So let's see what this does. Hopefully we don't lose the void cutter. If we do, we'll make another. And it did not give us anything but eldritch knowledge. So I'm curious why the void cutter didn't give us the research outcome we were looking for. Let me take a quick peek at the void cutter page. Might have to look into it between episodes if I can't find it quickly. Oh, I see. This. Okay, so the one that I want to make is Lost Knowledge, and it requires researching Void Cutter, Sword of the Zephyr, and Axe of the Stream. And I'm pretty sure we have Sword of the Zephyr and Axe of the Stream researched. Have to check here, or actually, I could just do it here. Sword of the Zephyr. We have the recipe, so that means we have it researched. Axe of the Stream. We have the recipe, so that's researched. And Void Cutter. We obviously have that because we just made it. So I don't know what the reason is that we aren't getting this. So it requires, let's see, it also requires extract of lightest air and coolest water, but those don't require research. So this being classified as lost knowledge, maybe it just requires trying a lot of research on it, which means losing stuff. So unfortunately, let's make a couple more of those, possibly. Just gonna grab a stack of these and a stack of these. Hopefully that will be enough. I'm not gonna make them all at once, but yeah, it was in the middle with those. Okay. So that and that. Still not. Jeez. Well, we're getting loads of fragments, which, I mean, if I would have known that could happen, I would have been researching these earlier. But we're also losing exceptional artifacts in the process, so that kind of sucks. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But I might work on that further between episodes. We can probably... Yeah, let's try researching this one. Really low chances, unless it's boosted. Boost it with one of those. Perfect. 102% chance. And we lost it. Yeah, so neither of those are actually working. I'll look into that between episodes. Let's get some of these again. Okay. And like some of these. And then we can check on our taint infection, which should be continuing. I'm gonna bring a bunch of cobblestone, which means I need to drop some things off. Let's see. Sure. Put all of those away. Okay. And I didn't grab the cobblestone. Nice. No taint infection. Nice and clean. Okay, so yeah, we should be able to hit 5,000 taint doing this, and hopefully start the infection. The V level is well below 2,500 now, which is pretty exciting. It's actually less than half of the taint level. This is running out, which, I mean, it should be okay for a while because it is producing faster than this is burning it, and we're probably not going to get through all of that V before starting the infection, and the infection should keep itself going for a while if we did it right. So not too concerned about this running out and not continuing to produce taint here, or suck the V out of the atmosphere. Let's see, so that is gonna take a little while, so I'm just gonna let that go. No infection here yet. Oh, right, I didn't explain this. So the way that taint infections work is they will, like, they don't form underneath blocks. Like, if a block is covered, it will not become tainted in most cases. But if there's like a block that's adjacent to it, even if it's diagonally adjacent, it will have a chance of becoming tainted to spread that taint infection. And what I'm trying to do is get a lot of exposed blocks. I also put trees here to have tainted trees form very quickly because they're in the same chunk as that. But the reason why I dug this pit with the handy destruction catalyst is to expose lots of blocks, and also turns out there's a mine shaft directly underneath here, so I might be able to find some neat stuff in there, but I don't feel like exploring it at this moment. And yeah, so that's what this is for. And the taint infection should spread all the way down there and into the mineshaft caves and beyond, so that's pretty neat. This keeps bothering me. I keep thinking it's started the infection or a piece of dirt, so I'm going to replace it. Okay, much better. Alright, so we need more void crushers, more void cutters. I'm going to do those between episodes. Eldritch Keystone Tlhutlh. That's the best I'm going to attempt at that. Which requires 4 of these and an extract of purest magic, which is these, and bottles of water. Pretty sure I kept the bottles in here last time I made them, but I'm blind, so probably totally missing them. Yeah. should be in here then. I don't know. I might just end up making more of them, I guess. I don't think I used all of them, but I might have. So, let's head back. Yeah, I'm blind. I definitely had extra bottles last time I did things, but I think they're in here. Yeah, that's where they went. So let's make one of these and get into one of the side rooms in an Eldritch monolith. Give that a try, see what we find. It should just be another one of those monoliths, but underground. Right, water bottle, V crystal, shimmer leaf. Run this for a bit. Yeah, 250 V. And then make the make this in a crafting table and that in a Thaumic infuser. Cool. Nice. This is pretty nuts. I didn't expect to actually get one of these. And it has such a high smelting value. That is crazy. But keep in mind that enchantments at here, when there's actually an enchanting table, they use thousands of V each if you're using high level enchantments. So yeah. What else? Okay, so I made that. I can put away. And let's find a monolith. See what's at the bottom of it. Pretty sure I opened this one. Yeah. Down we go. Oh geez, that scared me. I was not expecting to see slimes. Regular slimes. But I guess it makes sense, the room is big enough. And dark enough. Okay, so I broke this one because I didn't know what I was doing at the time. Now that I do, I should be able to just use one of these. Oh, nice. Okay. And the taint level is instantly increased. So yeah, it's just another room with supposedly higher level loot and another one of these. And this being mostly in the dark, it's a good place to make a, what was it called? Darkness generator. To create Seeds of Darkness. And actually, Seeds of Darkness have a smelting value of 16 and decent research value. So having this, creating Seeds of Darkness, is a decent way of like passively making things with a decent research value. But at the same time, you could just make bookcases and not use all that stuff. Alright, and we got another exceptional artifact, another uncommon one, a bunch of those actually. Some void ingot. Cool. So yeah, after the last time that we went down in one of these things, I figured out I can just do this and get all the stuff. Because I was worried about whether the void chests played nice with like how vanilla Minecraft mechanics work in that regard. Like if you break the chest you don't lose everything, because some things you will lose things if they're not implemented right. But thankfully they work, and so when I was like looting a bunch of these I got really efficient about it, basically dropping down, opening all of them once just to make sure that things loaded, breaking each one of them and putting them all in my alchemy bag here. So yay. Right, so that's what that is. Cool. And unfortunately that keystone is gone now. So I don't know if that was worth it or not. Like, you use 250 V and a shimmer leaf and a V crystal to make a keystone here. Plus all of those Eldritch mechanisms. But we have so many Eldritch mechanisms at this point that I don't think that's really a concern. And they have a huge smelting value. And you get all these other things that are really neat. So yeah, it's hard to tell what is whether it's a good value or not. But hey, gave it a try, figured it out. Oh nice, this is because I have the Harvest Goddess band right now in my inventory. These are growing up to 5. Cool. Put that away. And since I didn't use the Crystal Wing, this should be active. Yeah. See? So Crystal Wing, for some reason, doesn't cause the lava to spread. But it causes, like, the Mistcraft transportation does cause it to spread. So I don't know what Crystal Wing did or didn't do right, but yeah, it just doesn't work properly. Cool, so Taint's infection hasn't started yet. This chunk is getting very, very high aura, and that needs to be addressed soon, which means pulling V from it using a condenser. We don't have Concentrated Evil yet, which requires researching tainted stuff, so everything kind of hinges on getting that taint infection started pretty soon. Let me take a look at something here. Alright, so we got that. There is a Mask of Cruelty in the Forbidden Knowledge path, which we haven't done. Can't do the Elemental Crusher or Cutter yet. We've done Void Crusher and Cutter. We don't have a Cultic Enchanter, because that requires Contain Emptiness, which requires... Oh no wait, it doesn't require Contain Emptiness. It requires Concentrated Evil, which requires Tainted Knowledge. So yeah, we're kind of hinged, waiting on that, but we can try to make the the discovery for Mask of Cruelty from Forbidden Knowledge. Let's do that. Forbidden Knowledge. Nice, we have 1. So let's see here. I'm being silly. Okay. So Forbidden Knowledge would be these. And these are common. That's the highest it goes, and we only have 1 of those left. With all the brains in jars, these should get boosted pretty well. So let's see if we can get more fragments of Forbidden Knowledge. 14%. I want to increase that just because we're limited on supplies. Let's boost it with though. That might work. Yeah, okay. It's better than nothing, I guess. This is pretty expensive. Alright, so once we get through all of these artifacts, then we can start actually researching these. Though actually, I don't know. I'm just going to stop now actually, because we don't have too many discoveries to make, so having more than 10 fragments right now is probably not too useful. Put this out of the way, put these away, and we want to use a better boost like... Sure, this this should work. A totally different school of knowledge, but it should work. Not perfectly though, so let's see here. really think we have too much more in the Eldritch Path to work on, so I'm gonna just use these for research, for the remaining research. And they're both gone like that. Oh my god. Bow of Bone and Occultic Enchanter. Nice, perfect, we got that. I thought that was hinged on getting the Concentrated Evil, but actually I realize now that they're kind of unrelated. I think I just had them written down in that way because I needed both of them in order to use this properly. Or no, the Contain Emptiness is what I'm thinking of, but we already have that one. I wanted the Concentrated Evil to set up the a way to remove the taint in this area while using the Forbidden Knowledge type of enchanter like we have. Okay, Occultic Enchanter, cool. That should be done pretty soon actually. So, Bow of Bone. I forget what's special about this. Fires faster. Oh, that's right, it's like a rapid fire when you hold down the fire button. And it can cause you to get skeletal minions every time you kill one. Anytime you kill any enemy. So that's pretty neat, but apparently you go through arrows super fast with it. And having a low durability might not be worth doing that. But it's neat, so I might make that at some point. Put it in here. This one's gonna take a little bit longer. Let's go work on our Taint Infection. I love these boots. Nice. Okay, so that's still going quite a while. So I'll get all of these out of the way, I guess. Still haven't hit the 5,000 taint mark. It's going really slowly. But it really takes a while if your neighboring chunks have a lot of V or aura level, it seems. Let's see, and having those over there, I think they're far enough away that I don't need to be too concerned about them having an effect on this chunk. But they would, if I had them closer, they would be slowing this down even further, I think. Geez, this is taking ages. But we're getting there. Soon. And I could just throw all of the discoveries in there since I have a Thaumanomicon. But yeah, we'll wait on that, I think, for now. So let's see. Throw that in there. And go back to base. Research should be done now. Nice. Cool. Occultic Enchanter. What does it take? Oh, that's right. A Brain in a Jar, and Extract of Purest Magic, and a Thaumic Enchanter. So, this doesn't give me much information, unfortunately. So I guess make it and see how it works. That's what I'll do. But if it requires Taint, might need to figure something out here to get that Taint in here. So, yeah. Get these out of the way. And so I need another Brain in a Jar, which means I need to get more Soul Sand. I don't have enough to make that Soul Fragment that I need. And I need... Well, hold on. Let me get some things out of the way. Put that away. Put this away. And... these here. So I need this for the extract of Purest Magic, as with that. Another one of these. So that's the extract of Purest Magic. And then... what else do I need? Brain in a jar, which is glass, zombie brain, and soul fragments. So I need 5 soul sand. And I already have the Thalmic enchanter here. So... looks like we're going to the Nether. Just briefly. And being foolish, I didn't equip this, but really, I would have been fine, I think. Right, so these guys, unexpected discovery from last episode. I was kind of distracted, but please don't die on me, horse. Okay, so they can drop. God, you're so annoying. Come here. Yes, thank you. Alright, wow. So, if I can find more of these horses... they sometimes drop fire. Like, actual fire. And you use it in making not just chainmail, but things like Sky Amulet, Fairy Amulet, Essence of Fire from the Mo Creatures mod. And I haven't really delved into the Mo Creatures mod very much in this Let's Play. I'm pretty sure the fire that I got came from them, but it might have actually come from any of these enemies in the Nether. I don't see any fire dropped yet. Oh my god, go away. And yeah, that's gone, I think. Maybe? Nice, gas tier. Is there a use for it here? Yeah, Ghost Amulet. Okay. So you can make the horses in Mo Creatures turn into other types of horses using these types of amulets. And there's a whole like tree of breeding them or creating different special horses. And I'm not going to really delve into that at the moment because I don't remember most of the details, but it has a lot to it, and you can get some neat horses, like the enemies that I've had to fight, like the flying black horse and the fire horse here, skeleton horses, zombie horses. You can have those all as pets if you have a horse as a pet and use an amulet on it, and then you can breed those to get special other ones. So yeah, but I haven't gotten the soul sand that I came here for, so geez, let me do that and then get out of here. I was really hoping to get more fire, but I'll show you the fire that I did get when I get back to base. Did I get lucky? I did. Okay. Alright, so here is the fire that I got. And I put it in there because that's all of the eggs from the Mo Creatures mobs. I figured when I finally get around to actually getting a bunch of pets from those eggs, I can then also use the fire to make neat amulets or something if I get more fire. But let's put this away. Sort that. Sure, I'll put that out again. So the occultic enchanter requires brain in a jar. We have enough soul sand for that. Extract of pierce magic and Thalmic enchanter. So take that out. Make this. Whoops. Cool, they do stay in there. I did not realize that. Alright, so that's going to take a little bit. Since we have so much cropland grown. Okay. That's done. Cool. So we have extract of pierced magic. I should put these things away. Need to go to the occultic or arcane infuser for the soul sand. Keep all of these to throw in. And yeah, actually I'll put the ghast tier with the saddles and stuff. And there's this, that. Do I make this in... yeah, in the occultic enchanter. Okay, and it requires only V. Interesting. So it's good that I have that set up that I do. And I have some cobblestone. I'm gonna grab more. Wow, that was quite a jump. Ah, the Dark Infuser. Don't know why I couldn't remember the name of it. Okay, actually, so since I need V, and I mean, I suppose I could just have, like, a line here connected to that to get V. Oh my god, that's almost full. Wow. So, actually I'm gonna do that. Because, then I don't have to melt anything there, and I can get rid of some of this excess. There we go. And put all these in. And I need... I forgot to drop this off on the way here. Oh well. Actually, get these out of the way. Okay, so zombie brain, soul fragment, and glass. Brain in a jar, and these three should be what I need. Maybe not. So Thalmic enchanter, brain in a jar, extract of pierced magic. What am I missing? Thalmic enchanter, extract of pierced magic, and brain in a jar. What am I missing? 200 V, There's loads of V connected. Brain in a jar. Pierce magic. What the? Wait a minute. So dark infuser might not be the right thing. Yeah, it's not the right thing. What? You use the... Oh my god. You use the occultic enchanter. Wait. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Sorry, I was getting this all mixed up. So actually... No, this is done at the other place. I'm just being super dense. Alright, cool. So let's just cook these things up then, because I won't need them. Put that away. And since I have everything I need for that, I can just put this away too. Put those in here, or at least that. Yeah, that's fine. Crystal wing. Put that away. Jeez. Okay. I mean, I expected it to be made here. But then, like, I was getting mixed up with what the word was in the top left corner of the discovery, because it's in the same exact spot as what the device is that you're making things with, even though the symbol is different. And the word occultic just, like, got me thinking it was at the other place. Cool, we have the occultic enchanter, finally. And I can put that, which is forbidden, in here. Occultic enchanter can go here, where it's supposed to be. Finally. Wait. Ah. No. It requires this. Because it's silly. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so if I put a shovel here... Oh, nice. And if I select one of these... And one of these, and one of these. Okay, and this is a spot for an upgrade, I think. There should be 2 spots for upgrades if I remember right. But maybe just one. So contained emptiness is the upgrade I would want to make to add to this now that we have it. So next episode we'll probably work on getting that upgrade and doing some enchantments here. But, let's see, so I don't really know. I think if I hit this that it will do it. Or trigger the actual enchanting process, but I think this is saying that it only requires V for these things, and that's how much it requires. It doesn't show any level requirement. Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 5. Yeah, so 4,000. But strangely, oh, because I don't have the upgrade. So strangely, this like caps it at the vanilla maximum level of these. But again, if you have the other upgrade, even though these are around it, it should have been a higher cap, I think. But with the other upgrade, I think it just allows it to give you higher level enchantments. So let's first put this back. Okay, and there. Oops, no. Okay. So many brains, my god, it's crazy. So if I grab a tool here, like a Sword of the Zephyr, I don't have that upgrade on here, but the fact that, well, first it's a sword compared to a shovel, so it has a whole bunch of different enchantments on it compared to that, but it should have higher caps too. So we have Sharpness 5, Smite 5, Bane of Arthropods 5. I don't remember what the caps are on those by default, but I don't see Unbreaking on here, which is kind of strange. Maybe I need to put it back. I guess not. It's just a fixed set of enchantments. So I thought you could get unbreaking on tools, and maybe that's only the case for tools and not weapons. What's different here? Oh, okay, so here you can see the cap difference. So with the standard diamond, wait a minute, that goes up to looting 3. And so I get the impression it's actually going off the grid here, further down. I mean, I can't scroll either, so I don't know. Yeah, I get that out of the way. Yeah, so it goes off the screen just barely, and I think that was a bug. But you can access the higher level looting, for example, by grabbing a different one and then removing it. So if I do that, yeah, it moves it. But so with just a standard diamond sword, you don't get like Soul Stealer 3 like you do with the Thaumcraft type tool. And everything else though has the same cap. So it's kind of strange to me. Maybe it's because we have the whole place surrounded by all of the zombie brains in jars that that the standard diamond sword has all of those upgrades listed, all those enchanted, all of those enchantments as options. How much does it cost though? If you do like looting 3, no, Bane of Arthropods 675, looting 875. Fire aspect. Just trying to find the highest ones here. Sharpness 1572. Oh my god. But it removes all of the things that are not compatible with it then, like disjunction, which is for like killing Enderman more easily apparently. What? Wait a minute, so that might be another bug, because if you have sharpness here it removes disjunction, but if you get disjunction it doesn't remove sharpness. Whoa. And it seems there's a cap, yeah, so that's why you don't have looting 3 as an option anymore. But if you put Sword of the Zephyr here instead, and you grab Sharpness 5, wait, other way around. Disjunction 5, then Sharpness 5. Then you get, you have the option of looting 3, which is higher than the other one. And 5700 V, and there's still another option here but I can't select it, but that has just enough capacity remaining for knockback 1. Wow, yeah, this would be quite powerful. Smite though is on here, and that goes away when you select sharpness, just like disjunction does. But if you select smite, yeah, those other two go away. The other two went away. So yeah, it seems like a bug with disjunction where it doesn't make those go away, and you're still able to get those upgrades. And Bane of Arthropods, I guess, is also that way. So yeah, this one is the buggy one. Soul Stealer 3, Vampiric 3. Cool. And self-repair is not necessary because of Harvest God, or because of Alchemy Bag with Talisman of Repair in it. But if playing with just Thaumcraft 2, this would be a really useful one. Venom aspect. That's interesting. So you can give poison to things, you can freeze things. Soul Stealer would be giving you soul fragments if you would actually have a use for them at this point in the game. Vampiric would heal you, which is pretty neat. 1572 for the max of that. And then put one of those, and then put like sharpness 6? No, 4. Jeez, I can't read. Okay, I'm trying to find the highest V cost. It's already pretty high, but if you put Contained Emptiness on this thing, you can get even higher. Wow, cool. So, I think that we can wrap up this episode there, and then next episode we can look into maybe doing some actual enchanting now that it seems level is not required to do the enchantments with the Occultic Enchanter. And it doesn't look like I mean, if I put something on here, I don't know if that's Taint or V. I think it might be Taint, but at the same time, yeah, I don't know. It's something we'll figure out next episode, I guess. But it's pretty crazy now being able to literally just select these upgrades and enchant stuff. So I'm excited to give that a try. And yeah, next episode we can work on that. We can hopefully, between episodes, hopefully I'll be able to get the discoveries for the Elemental Crusher and Elemental Cutter, even though they're basically not, like, by the time you get those and make them, I don't think you really have much use for them in the game, but I kind of still want to reach endgame, like absolute endgame in Thaumcraft 2, and that's one of the things on the list. So we'll get there. But that's going to be it for this episode. I'm super excited about next episode with the Enchanter. We should have a Taint Infection next episode. Fingers crossed. I'm going to keep working on that. And if you find a couple Taint blocks at the start of next episode, that, well, I don't know how much Taint I need in that area to start the infections, so it might be started already by next episode, who knows. But fingers crossed we can get there. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Take care.